I was born at number 8 Church Row, and it was a very close-knit community who cared for each other. It was only a little cottage. I remember it only had one door. It had a kitchen, no hot water, just one sink, no bathroom. It had 2 bedrooms, and the front room, as we called it. Heating was coal fire in the front room, coal fire in the kitchen. That was, you did your cooking on that coal fire. And in one of the bedrooms there was a coal fire as well. My father, he worked at the pit. My mum would go potato picking, mangle chopping, everything to help out. And when I found out when she was doing all that potato picking and mangle chopping, she was getting money for us to have a small Christmas present. And that was fantastic. Nice people, caring people. We hadn't got a lot, but anyone who was down and out and they needed something, they'd take them in and give them something to eat. If it's only just bread and margarine or bread and lard, because rations was on then. And my gran lived next door to us at number 10 Church Row, and my Aunt Daisy lived at the back, number 9. So we was together as a unit. It was a close community. You tend to care for each other. You come out of school, if someone had got a penny, they're going to Gatons or Sharrott's or Hackett's, get a loaf, and then you pull it to bits and share it between you, you know. And if you went to walk, you'd pull the swede apart the field and skin it and cut pieces off, and you'd all have a bit of swede. Because there was no food about. It was all rationed, and it was that tight. I remember Speedwell Pit, it had the pump house, as they called it. It was a big pond, and you used to pump into it the water from out Baddesley Mine. And when they were pumping in, because it was a big steam pump, the water would be warm. And we all learnt to swim in there. That was our Lido. You know, everybody went down there, and in the school holidays, you go down there with a bottle of water and a few sandwiches if you got just bread and margarine or lard, whatever you got, and you'd be down there all day swimming and that, and you'd all be down there. When I left school at 15, I got a job at Baddesley Mine, and I worked there for almost 38 years, and it was still at school when we started courting it, and I was working at the pit. I started in the pit bottom on the haulages, and then I went on the mechanical side and I worked my way through, and I became an engineer for the last 19 years up there. I enjoyed my work in the mines. The comrade spirit there was just remarkable. Some wonderful mates there who'd look after your back and you'd look after theirs. And so that was really good. It closed in 1989. And I finished there in 1987. But when I was going through my days, I became a parish councillor. And then in 1972, there was a by-election. They asked me to stand in it. It was for Atherstone Rural District Council. And I got elected onto there. And then it became a borough council in 73, 74. And I've been there ever since. And I'm still a councillor now in 2019. I became a county councillor. I served for 24 years on the county council, and I became chairman of the county council, which was such a wonderful thing to me. The pride, being a miner, got to that position, and I just could not believe it. You know, it's just fantastic, because the county had been going 103 years then, and I believe I was the first miner to be chairman of the county council. I was so proud. When I did leave the mine, I dug the first sod for the village hall where we used to live in 1987. And that afternoon then I had to go and receive the BAM for my work in the mines. That was fantastic. And then becoming mayor of North Warwickshire. That was in 83 the first time. I was mayor again in 2014. And I don't know how my life was planned out for me. I don't know. But it just happened. I don't know when you do close the book. I don't know. It's one big story through life. And you don't know how it comes about and opens up and takes you through life. When I was a kid, I'd never thought my life would be like it has been. And why? I don't